My name is Topkin. Yeah. So I was escaped to come to India for 1998. I was escaped to come to India. So I from Lhasa to Nepal. Well, I worked for 22 days. Then I should come Nepal. Then I come in India.
Seized by creases from folds of teasers, albeit the cuffs and visas and blood. He sneezes. Wintry observers watch as a soul freezes. An immigrant ceases to exist. I awoke this morning to see the hills looming from a bus window. The breeze of freedom hits my face. I breathe in deeply. This is not so much as a holiday as it is a need to get away to any place where I can feel free and see freedom. This is a quaint town. The streets are full of bustle. Tourists flock here, like me, looking for a holiday or redemption, or both. A lot of shops here are run by Tibetans who've sought refuge in this country. A mini Tibet. For these people who wear their spirituality like a second skin, it often seems like they have condescended to be practical, involved in the drudgery of business and livelihood. I see rows and rows of shops selling souvenirs and knickknacks, selling their identity, their flag, their movement.
My name is Lobsang Wangyal. I was born in Orissa. I am a second generation Tibetan born in exile. My parents, when they came to India, they were like kids. At times he wouldn't even walk. He couldn't walk at all. So these older people, they brought him on their back. And my father saw the Chinese bombings of Lhasa. This is just one story of one man, and there were like thousands, and thousands are still coming, They have same story.
Ghost-infested alleys boast to hosting hordes of the deceived. Most received with open, qualm-free arms of relatives. Dreams too tentative to toast. Lost amongst the lowest of the pecking order. Ideals of crossing borders. Complacent in my secure city-bred circle of friends and life, I never dared to go into the murky depths of self. Let them all hate the sniveling beast called real life. I just accept it, unquestioningly, of course. But as I see these mongoloid angry faces pass from right in front of me, questioning eyes and melancholic wrinkles, I can't help but wonder. Even when I'm surrounded by people, I'm alone. Even if their voices reach me, I can hear only my voice. Almost.
Myself, Tanzin Norsang, I'm working here as a Joint Secretary of Tibetan Youth Congress. When in 1959, when the first group of Tibetans escaped to India under the brutal occupation of China, Dalai Lama chose autonomy. But Tibetan Youth Congress feel that complete independence is the only solution.
Among the stones and pathways of old, I feel a sense of mortality. Just as their time came and went, so will ours. How futile it is to fight for anything. I say fight only for yourselves. Nothing more matters.
So since I don't have Indian citizenship, for me to travel abroad, the government of India issue us Tibetans a document called identity certificate. In it, it is mentioned that we don't belong to anywhere,
Some of them are fighting for a land they have never seen. Breathing in the phantom fresh air of a ghost place which exists only like a wisp of smoke. Is that idealistic or just plain naive? Is hope the armor and the sword? While I come here to get my life in order, it's ironical to find these people striving for another utopia.
The beauty of Tibet. Unless you don't see it, you wouldn't believe. At least I have seen lots of videos and lots of photos, so I know how it is, and especially the stories that my father used to tell me.
Yeah, the same thing goes on me because I haven't never seen my country. Because I born in India and I'm brought up in India. Whatever I had learned about Tibet, is learned from my parents, my elder, from books. My commitment goes when I was in college. I did my college in Chandigarh. Sometimes I face belittle between the Indian society. Though I haven't seen my country, but I will definitely die for my country.
As I talk to a youth, he says something that I've never thought of before. He talks of how the mountains of his homeland are fairer than all because they are all in his dreams. And dreams are always sweeter because parting is always etched in our memory.
I want to go back to Tibet, but I want to see my friend, family, and my sister, but I can't go.
We feel very comfortable in India, but we never feel India as our home because we consider it as a second home. But as our ultimate goal is go back to our home.
The same country I feel like running away from. People have sought it for comfort, to seek future freedom. As I pass through the bazaar of my mind, I try to find the history of this Mecca, the oldest civilization alive, which is now at the doorstep of ruin.
Father of Nation is too small a title for him actually, He's much more bigger than that, He's like the light of Tibetan people. It was in 1959 when China completely took over, of course forcibly. They say they come to liberate Tibet. The old Tibet was not perfect. If China say they come to liberate, now Tibetans are saying, and I would say, that you have liberated us enough. Can you go back? Please go back. You have liberated us enough now. Go back.
In China, there was a culture genocide is going on. Tibetan identity is lost. Tibetan tradition is going to be extinct. So far, China has destroyed more than 6,000 Tibetan monasteries. Every school, only Chinese was taught, not Tibetans. China has launched a new policy. In future, any reincarnation of Tibetan Lama or Guru was reincarnated only with the approval from the Chinese government.
But in Tibet, the study and education is very difficult. So, and many young people don't have human rights and democracy that
I glance at these myriad posters screaming silently at me, searching for solidarity. Well, maybe not. Maybe looking just for compassion for those who sit on a hunger strike. Their tired and starved faces looking at me from behind cheerful and uncomplaining eyes. The mist in the mountains of the homeland is now floating in their faces, hanging heavy, ready to precipitate, with bags packed and ready to leave, homeward bound.
When we announced the March to Tibet, the response of Tibetan people